Yes, once again, good people of Biafra, the people who love freedom, people of conscience, our people around the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. As always, I am George ONYIBE. And of course, as far as the Biafran watchmen are concerned, we're simply making sure that nobody is allowed to sell the next generation of our people. For over 10 decades, we've simply been changed by people we trust. I don't give or pay more attention to what the Nigerians are doing to us, because they don't exist. If we know what we should know, and do what we have to do, what we are supposed to do, we'll not be talking about Nigeria today. And so why would I be bothering myself about something I know we can rectify in less than 1 week? Our attention is drawn to the atrocity of our brothers and sisters who are just there to sell us, change us, and then move on. We're going to leave them and say it's okay. Well, next time. No. We have one lifetime. And the earlier we become serious about the whole issue, the better for all of us. But of course, before I proceed into our broadcast this very morning, which is titled Chika Edoziem broadcast of the 9th of November 2022, is just a deceptive introduction of the new platform Nnamdi Kanu have negotiated for. Let me acknowledge the Creator who has made the heavens and the earth. For without Him, we are gone as a people. And so even as I humble myself before Him this morning, that He might forgive me my transgression, which are before Him and Him alone. And I ask Him that in those areas I have failed to do what I'm supposed to do, say what I'm supposed to say, or even say too much, He should forgive me as well as forgive all of you. But that in the end, everything we have done this day will bring glory to His name and His name alone. I thank you, men and women out there, who has put resources together to see how we can be bringing this message to our people. This is a sure assurance that a lot of our people still love the truth. And this time, the truth will not elude us. No criminal will be able to sell the next generation. This is a promise. This having been said, of course, all of you, you know yourself. I cannot help than to somewhere make you understand that heaven and earth is paying attention, bearing witness to the sacrifice you are making for the sake of our people. Those of you in the 7th dimension, those of you in the Biafran Watchmen, those of you on Radio Biafra platform, extra platform, those of you on Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radios, those of you on BNA, those of you on de facto government, and other pro-Biafran group who have chosen to be where they are, but they are doing miracle. I thank all of you. I don't think we should be here by now, except people like Mazimefo. They decide to stand by the truth. Understand, these people are not perfect people. But common sense, as human, many more too numerous to mention, understand that no, this is how it should be. Now let's go to our broadcast this morning, the purpose of this short broadcast. You see, we have told Nnamdi Kanu, finish your negotiation and come back. We are waiting for you. This is the time to broadcast for our people. Let them know the truth. Because by the time you begin to hear the other side of the story, And it begins to happen as we have told you. Even though you are a fool, you were born with some brain deformation, you will still be able to perceive the truth. Makenindi when you see Jabu Kimofri Unyanyam Piamane, you can put little sand in the soup of a blind person. The blind person will not know. But when you put too much sand inside the food of a blind person, the blind person will know. And so these people have taken the people for granted. For a ride, they have packed sand inside our food because we are blind. Now we know. When China Sanworu want to broadcast, I listen because I want to know who exactly he's going to kill. Because that is what he comes to do. He comes to give coded order to his zombies in the bush, the unknown gunmen. But you, what do you know? You are just a mugu following them. The media warriors who are ignorant, they will come out and say, hey, he said this, they will be quoting, making quotes from their broadcast. But these are coded words you don't know. And each time Chika Edoziem come to give broadcast, I want to read the coded message he is passing to his bingo, so they can prepare their mind in what to come. So Chika Edoziem made the broadcast yesterday. Now let me follow the analysis. Some points you need to pay attention to. He's told you that he will never stop talking about Nnamdi Kanu. I need you to go back to IPOB social media touts. Go and look at their page. They are circulating it already this morning. Number one of them is, Chika Edoziem will never stop talking about Nnamdi Kanu. This is a place where all of us are making mistake. And now let me tell you, mark today's date. You see this Biafra we are looking for, it must come, but not under Nnamdi Kanu. The highest Biafra Nnamdi Kanu can restore should be Afari Beku. God knows, heaven has ordained it. So the earlier you get used to what is to come, the better. And it's going to give us, it's not, even though everybody threw the support on him, he has compromised the process. Chika Edoziem is telling you that as far as he's concerned, he will continue to talk about Nnamdi Kanu. Are we talking about Nnamdi Kanu, or we are talking about Biafra? You should be able to understand the mindset behind that statement. You take in the recent days, they are not talking about Biafra. They are praising Nigerian judicial system for freeing Nnamdi Kanu. They say Nigerian judicial system, we know they cannot grant us justice. I told you before, Ambazonians are being relegated to the background by IPOB because they told IPOB Chika Edoziem and other idiots, how can you be praising the country that are holding you people down? He told you that advice was from him, not because of his position he had in their own freedom fighting campaign. And gradually they are coming up. And then he moved on to tell Uchechi, we love you very well. Your husband will soon return. We know Nnamdi Kanu is trying to perfect, all the negotiation. They are testing the water. Let's see how it's going to be. You see, they are sending our youth to go and die prematurely in the name of protest. That is to see if he still control or command the loyalty of the people. Nnamdi Kanu, you are testing deadly water infested with crocodile. Because that thing you did before, come out and do it. All the people you have halted, they are waiting for you. Akowara's wife had an accident. She's almost dying. She's been abandoned in the hospital for more than 2 weeks, to the best of my knowledge. Nobody to help Akowara. You, Nnamdi Kanu, is the one who came on Radio Biafra and told the whole world that Akowara, your fellow devoted follower, Mugu I should say, like I was, you told the world is a kidnapper. You forgot that Akowara's wife was the first woman to suffer unknown hardship in this struggle. Our first protest from Agbo to Enugu in Asaba, she was stampeded with 3 months pregnancy. And the woman is almost dying. Where is the husband? Nnamdi Kanu. I'm not talking about people you have destroyed their life who are not saying anything. I'm not talking about the people you have now twisted their life. You see, because we keep quiet, it's not because we don't know what to say. Nnamdi Kanu, come out and broadcast. We are waiting for. Or you want to stop the BIAFRA, you are joking. Chika Edoziem is learning work. But our people that have sense, pay attention. There are 3 persons that were assigned to be killed some time ago by China Sangolu as directed by Nnamdi Kanu, Chika Edoziem, Ndunesoku, and more. And Chika Edoziem, I have to say this. If you have sense, disassociate from IPOB. Because that place you are going to, they will kill you, Chika Edoziem. Nnamdi Kanu went to Mpo. He picked Ikechukwu Okoye. He messed Ikechukwu life up. Today Ikechukwu live in my community. But they don't know. And he go to work in Anambra. And then you and Ikechukwu Okoye, Chika Edoziem, you are related. They use you to replace your brother so that you start fighting your brother. The same way Nnamdi Kanu recruited some Abo people to fight me. People like Faith Ogala and other idiots. I'm yet to see them again. And then Chika Edoziem, you are a good man. You followed. You never know they were using you. Now, when they are done with you, Benjamin Madubugu told me that you have outlived your youthfulness. And that is when I continually to say, I now understand is that Alota Bogo, Achupagadi, they went to the same Mpo, the same your family. They picked on Watuegu. Now, Chika Edoziem is on the run. You are running from Nigerian government. You are running from Nnamdi Kanu. Ikechukwu Okoye is running from Nigeria. Is running from Nnamdi Kanu. Onwatuegu is running from Nigeria. Is running from Nnamdi Kanu. All of them of Anambra State. Mpo. No, because you are not seeing the picture. Your husband will return to you. They are testing water. Let them see the popularity when he come. Now, when they descended on Chika Edoziem, they included Ndunesoku and more. Ndunesoku compromised. This message is for you, Chika Edoziem. I would have called you, but there is no need. We know everything everybody is doing. We wish you will come back to your senses. Ndunesoku could not hide anymore. So he joined the group of people who are poisoning people. You know, they poison people you will not believe. Have IPOB told you how he died? I think it is said that the poison they give to him to poison somebody, his only son ate it. It's not trending on social media, warrior. Which mouth he go use talk him? Then he now poison himself. Ndunesoku, one of those people that would have been buried alive. If any of his family member now move to say this truth, the next thing you hear is, oh, Abenokpabe have killed them. Oh, Abenokpabe, oh, Biafra is a spirit. All of you are idiots. Chika Edoziem, now you're working with them. I see many of you. Chika Edoziem, they have taken your life. They cannot return it. Only you can save yourself. So I want to believe you still have sense anyway. So most of you are going to move. There is another guy. Let me call him out. His name is Chus Ikedegwe. He was first time Lagos State coordinator. When he was moving, he now put his younger brother, Raphael Ikedegwe, all of Anambra as Lagos State coordinator. From information at my disposal as the African rep, many genuine Igbo people paid millions to this guy to support this project. And when Nnamdi Kanu heard, Nnamdi Kanu demanded that this guy be killed. But you won't do that under my jurisdiction. I've strutted most of those moves. And somebody is going to say, how does he say it? How does he control unknown government? When we get to Nigerian court or Abenokpabe Shrine, we will tell the deity or the god in Asu Rock or wherever how all these things happen. They will come out, don't worry. Today, I'm in many forums with Choose Ikedigwe, those of you who know him. He was the person who is a friend and had been coming to me. You got to leave Nnamdi Kanu. Let us focus here. I told him, I said, brother, I know what I'm doing. I'd advise you, do what you have to do. Right there, when I was even still a member of the DOS, there were somebody in Ebonyi State Forum causing confusion. And I tracked that person on Facebook. Because the person will commit atrocity, China Sanwo-Olu will push it on me. And when I discovered the game, in one of the meetings, when Nnamdi Kanu gathered us, his plan was to expose me, mess me up, so everybody know that I am evil. He doesn't come. He tells Chika Edoziem to organize the meeting. And they came and said, ONYIBE, this thing we are noticing in Ebonyi, what really happened? Nnamdi Kanu is listening. And I said, Chika Edoziem, nobody is a kid here. If I may ask, who is Raphael Ikedigwe? Was he not the former Lagos State coordinator? Was he not expelled by Nnamdi Kanu when he was in Kuje prison? And if I may ask, what is he doing in Ebonyi Forum? And if you want to tag me as an accomplice with what is happening there, are you telling me now that I am the moderator of that forum? I think you should take this your search back to the state coordinator. And all of them shut up. They never knew I knew. Makenunye mareka wegwagwa. I said, Chijioke Otaje now want to be free. So he's following them. My brother, come back. There is no road there. Where is MC Black? MC Black, where are all of you? You people know the truth. You want to cover it. We shall see who is deceiving who. And he told you, we love Nnamdi Kanu wife. Your husband will soon come. We know Nnamdi Kanu is coming. We are waiting for him. Let him come. Let's broadcast. Nigeria is a zoo. We shall prove it. Nnamdi Kanu must prove it. You people don't know what you have started, though. That is why we call our people, caution yourself. 2023 presidential election will come and go, will still remain. And everything you will do today, whatever you are doing, begin to consider how it will affect our people. I told you, Nnamdi Kanu, this election boycott, this criminality you are doing, have you considered how it's going to affect our people? Because we know how much Atiku then gave to him. Go and ask Benjamin Madubugu. Go and find out where Benjamin Madubugu walked to buy that latest tear rubber he's using. And then they moved on. Because they just threw the corn. And now the next one is they told you, we are entering farming revolution. So when Nnamdi Kanu come, he will say he want to empower Igbo youth. Because it's now Igbo youth. He's not in Biafra. I told you it is Igbo in particular. Biafra in general. Everybody go back to farming. It is food revolution and the farming revolution. Is that why we have unknown gunmen? ESN now, Igbo defending or Eastern region defending security. Are they now going to become farmer? Nnamdi Kanu, you don't have light to talk again. You have emptied all of them. We are all here. For a very long time, I've been approaching many people. I said, there is need for us to create a platform to empower the people. If we can empower our people, everybody will have the mind of their own to do what is necessary and what is right. And each time you introduce such idea, IPOB will hijack it. But because they do not know how to follow it up, it will die dead on arrival. Where is the Biafran Bank? All the people who put that idea together from America, all of them, I think all of them are saboteur now. Nnamdi Kanu hijacked it. He pushed Dr. Kado to front it. And the rest of it, they did try, but there is a limit to what they know. Where is it today? Where is the bank? Where are those slogans and those sacrifices that was made? Nnamdi Kanu hijacked it. You don't see anything. And so he came and told you, now we have employed Israel high-tech farmers. They will be coming to Biafra land to teach you how to farm. Everybody begin to farm. Now today, they are coming back the same thing. They cannot tell you now that Israel high-tech farmers are coming to teach you. They are not telling you to become a food revolutionalist. Is that why we came out? Is that why we have Radio Biafra? Then we have to change this radio name to Biafra Farming Radio. Biafra Farm Revolution Radio. So we can leave Nigeria alone and leave Buhari and other people we don't like alone or who are our problem. But we will not understand. So those of you they don't want to kill, they are going to give you money, and then in the coming days you will hear them say, oh, IPOB empower this farm. IPOB empower this farm. Did we come here to farm? And where are you going to farm? Is it the unknown government infested bushes, or the Fulani herdsmen infested bushes, or the Nigerian military infiltrated bushes? Which one are you going to farm? We started this struggle by telling the world that our mothers cannot go to farm again because of Fulani herdsmen, Miati Allah and Boko Haram. Are you telling me now they have left our village so we cannot go back and farm? Let us tell ourselves the truth too. Let us tell ourselves the truth too. But now they are coming to tell you it is farming revolution. Let us go to revolution. It is farming. And then he proceeds to pass another signal. IPOB don't have spokesperson. Why will IPOB have spokesperson when a more powerful is there? Nnamdi Kanu junior brother. But he's trying to indirectly discredit, what's the name of this idiot? What's the name of this idiot? Simeon Ekpa. That very useless idiot. I don't know how most Igbo people reason. Most of our people reason very, I don't know. Because you must allow light to how will it make God open all of our eyes to see? Because Simeon Ekpa claimed that he's a Biafran spokesman. He told you, Simeon Ekpa, no, there is nothing like Biafran spokesman. And in order to insult the de facto government, he said there is no government in exile. I think Chief Raphael Wazirike should be in charge of government in exile. Why the new chancellor for the de facto government is our daddy in the Lord, Umazi Obidienu. He was not talking to Chief Raphael Wazirike in this instance, but he don't want to call out Umazi Obidienu. And so he said, with no government in exile. I want to believe after this broadcast, Chief Raphael Wazirike, please come and praise Nnamdi Kanu and all of them. As far as IPOB is concerned, who is IPOB? We will divide our territory for you. Nnamdi Kanu, this Biafra land, we will divide it for you. For the good of our people. Just monitor the message, Chika Edoziem, because Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to be in DSS dungeon, but he has his Android phone, he's browsing like me and you, though there are restrictions in order not to invade his privacy. So you have to Chika Edoziem, these are the area you should touch, just visit some, because those of you going to find Nnamdi Kanu some changes, despite the fact that she is richer than all of you, living in a better home than all of you, you're still going to give her money. You're thinking that Biafra is going to come under their leadership. It will never happen. Biafra will come, but not with these corrupt people. Because we would have sinned against heaven and earth if we allowed that to happen. With the criminal we know, Nnamdi Kanu, my brother, go and pack your motor. You cannot hide from this. Arochukwu, ONYIBE have started this work already. In the life of Nnamdi Kanu and his entire family. And all of you who supported that ONYIBE and you didn't go, ONYIBE is on your doorstep already. Osetiana, Eguchukwu Natumo, Eguchukwu Natumo, Eguchukwu Natumo, Osetiana wadia mama. He now moved on after telling you that and say IPOB does not support criminality. Nobody should commit crime within Nnamdi Kanu name. We have told Nnamdi Kanu and his follower, the only mission or job you have to do, you will defend yourself till the end of time. Nothing more. And each time they say all these things, I don't know what they carry in their mind. Many people today have been expelled from IPOB. And this is because Nnamdi Kanu assigned them to do bad thing. Go and find out the first person Nnamdi Kanu came on Radio Biafra to expel. The first time Nnamdi Kanu came on Radio Biafra and expelled somebody from Biafra land. I won't call the brother's name. And that is because somebody called the brother and said Nnamdi Kanu said if your group is formidable, go and rob so bank. And the person say, you mean Nnamdi Kanu say this? They say yes, so they can see how formidable you are. The person say, well, if Nnamdi Kanu is the one sending you this, he should tell me. Then I will know he's the one who will do that. The boy refused. Bright Chimezie was later used to set that guy up. And when they came on radio, they lied against the guy. And most of us see him for evil. But I thank you for genuine IPOB member who their brain is still intact. Because you know Nnamdi Kanu lie. But somewhere, what do? You keep quiet. Maybe we have to sacrifice one of our own to get what we are looking for. But this can get to you. Don't forget that. So, Nnamdi Kanu is nobody is committing crime for Nnamdi Kanu. How long are we going to deceive ourselves? Unknown gunmen, they are not fighting for Nnamdi Kanu. I wonder why you are not doing it at home. I wonder why you are not destroying Igbo land again. I wonder. Now Nnamdi Kanu that is telling you, go and burn the police, learn how to make petrol bomb, and the same people are telling you that you don't commit crime for me. So that petrol bomb you are making, that police you want to kill, that army you want to kill, so you are doing it for yourself, Abi? Because Chika Edoziem is not talking about Biafra. He's talking about Nnamdi Kanu. And you that is killing police and army, killing your own people, you are doing it for yourself, not for Nnamdi Kanu. Invariably, they are telling you Nnamdi Kanu has been incorporated into the Nigerian system, the very one he called fraudulent. Very soon now, they will praise Buhari. The same Buhari that died in Saudi Arabia, buried in a shallow grave. My people, make we get sense. Because this thing, you will think, it doesn't concern us, just leave it. No, these are the things that brought problem. In the coming days, I will lead our people into so many truths. The issue of abandoned property, for instance, something gave birth to it. A normal Igbo man today is supposed to be studying what really made, supposedly, a fellow Igbo to take my property. Why did Nigerians take over my money? You check. Did we do anything wrong? Did we not cover our back anywhere? Did we not? You check. You see, most of the mistake that gave room to that very atrocity against our people will not have way again. But I see everything that has caused that problem is still repeating itself. If we don't tell ourselves the truth, the next abandoned property will not be only in your community. It will be all over the world. Mark my word. I do not say this to spite anybody. My parents didn't have abandoned property. But I still remember till my mother passed on, she never had a bank account. And when out of inquisitive, I asked her, Mommy, why don't you have a bank account? She just said during the war, they took all my money and gave me £5. I was quite young, too small to ask question much. It was later on I now understood. Is it £10 or thereabout, or £20? They took all her money. But she was not part of that Biafra. That is why when some people say, Agbo are not Biafra, these are not Biafra. So why did my mother, she's not Biafra, in Ojuku 21 province of his own Biafra, he did not add Agbo people. Anyoma is not part of that Ojuku Biafra. But now, why did Nigeria collect my mother money? You see where they say, no, you are not Igbo, Ikwere is not Igbo, Abo is not Igbo. They deceive on ourselves. When they want use you now, then go they push you now for gold post. Put you now where they want make una be. But that's not the area I'm paying attention to this morning. We will get there later. And so if you say, it doesn't concern me, it will concern you, just that it will be too late and you will be helpless, you cannot do anything. We will not allow that to happen. Now we will be saying it. If you like, listen. If you don't like, listen. When the water don't reach your neck, you will understand that we have told you. You will then make a very frantic effort to save yourself. Majority of you will survive. That is the consolation we have in doing what you are doing. He told you, no, we don't have government here. We no go spokesperson. And they'll commit crime for Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu will soon join us. They are doing farm. Nobody to blackmail again. The freedom fighters have now become freedom farmers. Just look at what has happened since the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu and tell me you cannot be able to pick this puzzle together. You cannot fix it. And then you have a long way to go. So they are just throwing corn for you as a hen that they want to catch. You are coming closer. Majority of their volunteer, their killer machine, have been killed by them already. I warned you, those of you in media, I warned you, those of you in the volunteer, run for your life. The more information at your disposal, determine what will happen to you, your inevitable end. Most of you know too much already. I keep calling one of my friends. I say, build your life and live. Because what you know about this struggle, these people will not leave you. These people will not leave you. But the person still have faith in the process. But I'm watching your back, brother. So when they say they invaded Barrister Jofor house, they killed 20 people. If you know how many people that died there, for them to burn that police motor, if you know how many Igbo youth that were born inside that motor, and some of you, they told your parents, they are in abroad, they are telling you to come and farm. Meanwhile, they are on ground here suppressing everybody who will stand up to the truth, because we have seen the atrocity. But kana bokomo no. It's just as simple as that. All of you involved in this atrocity. So listen to their broadcast. Try and figure out what message they are trying to pass across. As a novice idiot coming to my platform to think you are insulting me, I'm only doing you a favor. So while you insult your father, try and listen to message they are passing indirectly without your knowledge. And those of you who are about to die because you want to protest, you will die. They will say, okay, Akwa Ibom send 20 people, River send 10 people, Delta send 20 people, Anambra, all of you, let us meet in Oshishoma flyover, let us ginger. Then they will say, Ndiabia is protesting, Aba people is protesting, let them release Nnamdi Kanu. My God, then go kill you. Your people no say you go protest too. Because now, they know they let una carry Biafran flag. Now, no if you bring out Biafra again, you carry Peter Obi flag, you don't enter Wahala. You go die for nothing, they go throw away your dead body, go out of the Benue boy, we can join, do jiga. Then kill them. The people who then give money say, go to Benue, go bury, and they reach road, then chook the money for pocket, throw away in dead body for bush. If people like me and Mazim Efo no begin, they make us, say, no fit do this thing, it go end like that. Ndi aba no did that thing. Now Imo people then go use do that mugu. So now they can't want to say, oh, Aba people are formidable. His people love him. Hey, yeah, they are for now lie now. We gonna no let them use on our head. Make a fine boy come back for Aba now. He's more powerful. Publicity secretary. Waiting in there for Abuja they do. My brother, if you die, see all those your friends around you now. When they say now they do struggle. The only thing they go do now, the day they go bury you, that is if Nigeria no throw away your dead body, or your fellow comrade no throw away your dead body. They go sit down. Some of them go they eye your wife. Some of them go they look for your better property where they will use cons buy them, collateral. And the small one your people get, they use that buy drink just to, omenala. And then they go, they sing for you. Maybe your name na Ikonso. I think you see said I know they remember Ikonso again. They go, they sing. When I remember Ikonso, water throw away me, ayo, water throw away me, I. They say, then drink kai. Then drink kai. You don't die, you my guy. Use your head. The thing you are seeing now is different from what we came out from. And finally, Chika Edoziem told you, IPOB is not a pressure group. But why don't you ask him now, if we are not a pressure group, what are we? We are pressure group. If we are not pressure group, then we are useless. How does Mazime first speak that English? We are not fit for purpose. I have told you time without number that Nnamdi Kanu plan is to turn this pressure group into a political machinery. Are they not confirming it? IPOB is not a pressure group. I thought Chika Edoziem is a lawyer and he should be learned enough to understand the implication when you say you are a pressure group. When a citizen of a country protests, it's supposed to be a mark of honor for that country. When the citizen of a country protests, it's supposed to be a mark of honor to that country if they allow them to carry out that protest. It implies that these people love the country, but they don't love that thing that is happening. And so they're calling for a change. When the people protest, it shows, if the government allows the people to protest, it shows that the government of the day is tolerant and have respect for human liberty. And when we say we are a pressure group, we are not coming to fight or to kill anybody. We are coming to tell you that we will not allow you to have your way until certain issues are addressed. Because in as much as we are part of this process, your principles are suffocating us and we cannot take it anymore. You put pressure on government. You can choose to block the highway. You can choose to go. In fact, do you know people in India, they have even what is known as speed protest. When their government do something they don't like, all of them will come out on the street and begin to speed. They will begin to speed. The whole day, people will be spitting everywhere. It's a protest. And that is to put pressure on the government. What you are doing here is, let us call for referendum. And then Nigeria win. We will stop talking about Biafra. But the problem will still be there. We now say, now let this problem be addressed. Is that not what gave birth to the Bill of Rights? Is that what gave birth to the resource control? Is that not what gave birth to Biafra? Is that not what gave birth to Aburi Accord? Is that not why people are clamoring for regional autonomy, constitutional amendment, restructuring of Nigeria? And then none of them is putting pressure already. Have you seen Nigeria take any of them serious? But then in IPOB, when we put pressure for this matter to review, it was reviewed. Chika Edoziem now told you, we are not pressure group. So what are we? Ceremonial, Biafran wood movie industry. They attend the movie we are watching. Very unfortunate set of people. On that note, I will stand aside. And Nnamdi Kanu will come out in the coming days. That is when our job will start. For those of you who are supposed to sponsoring this program, so that we can checkmate this evil once and for all, not because of Nnamdi Kanu, because of the future generation. You are hiding. You are using brain that you don't have. Continue. But one way or the other, we'll make our message pass. We will pass our message across. Nnamdi Kanu finish negotiation. We are waiting. We are waiting. So that is Chika Edoziem broadcast to turn to farmer revolution. Yes, because we don't farm before. Before IPOB came, we don't farm before. Or IPOB created vacuum for lazy youth now. More than 70% of those in Biafra land here who joined IPOB are useless now. No job. Because they are being chased up and down. Are they the ones that are going to do farm now? Or Nnamdi Kanu want to catch another Mugu? Very, very, very sorry. Like I said, it's a short broadcast. I have to stop there. When they come to broadcast, if China's Nguru is broadcasting, find out who they want to kill next. Anybody they call his name, monitor that person, monitor the people around that person. One of them will die any moment. And then you will hear, oh, Nigerian DSS, oh, Nigerian army. I think you heard the audio in circulation about how China Sanwo-Olu is using them to kill themselves. I'm from Delta State. I know what they did to Jofo and others. They start killing themselves. I'm in River State. I know what they do to the CSO. The one they call Double Lion, Big Lion, Mighty Heart. Turn all of them against each other. Those when some of them were wise and they pulled back. I'm in Ebonyi State. In fact, when Professor Mbazurike Amechi died, I didn't want to see anything because I don't want to disrespect the dead man. Oh, he's a formidable man, first generational aviation minister, oh, very well man, oh. But then, Professor Ben Nwabweze and Professor Amechi Mbazurike were beaten by a different group of IPOB volunteers in Enugu. Shake hand across the Niger. When that program was organized, dignitaries were invited. It was aimed to targeting solving certain issues as regarding our operation on ground. And then in the midst of it, I noticed some group of volunteers stormed the venue. And the idea was that nobody should go there. We were not coming as IPOB, we were coming as normal indigenous that we are. And then when I began to see volunteers around, I knew something was wrong. I went online and I saw people were making posts already that George ONYIBE is now working with politicians. And I called the people in the DOS. I said, this is what I'm hearing. No mind them, do it in the same make you do. And of course, I have the directive from Onyendu. Who is Onyendu? Onyendufu. From Onyendufu, Nnamdi Kanu, Benjamin Madu Bugu, and all of them. So I knew something was wrong. And so I left the scene. I changed my cloth into another cloth. Because most of them have seen me, okay, now I wear that cloth. Now I went to change my cloth and I stayed around as if I'm one of the culprits. The next thing I see, those volunteers, led by one Enugu drug addict, descended on Professor Ben Nwabweze and Mbazurike. They broke their vehicle windscreen. They almost killed Professor Ben Nwabweze and Mbazurike. They narrowly escaped the venue. And so maybe it would have been on record that I came to kill those Igbo people. And at the end of the day, I start asking China Sanwo-Olu, what are the volunteers doing here? Why did they come here? Who invited them? And who is authorizing this publication? And why has it not been questioned? Nnamdi Kanu will always jump into the matter, so his hypocrisy will not be exposed. It's okay, ONYIBE, we thank God the went well. They will send you money, buy to Ifibo, mature Ifibo. You go and tender apology to them. So, Professor Ben Nwabweze, if you are still alive, which I know you are alive, well, of course, you are very old now, you don't have time for all this, but your children should be aware that Nnamdi Kanu have ordered the killing of Mbazurike and Ben Nwabweze before now, because they didn't support him. But these are good men. So they sent money, I bought a Fibo, and then I went to apologize to Professor Ben Nwabweze in his home in Anambra. I also visited his home in Enugu. And then I went to Mbazurike's house also, in company of some IPOB member. In fact, if IPOB will play the video, I kneeled down begging them that something was not right. But I knew something was wrong. But that was not issue for them to consider. And so maybe most of these people were compelled to begin to talk in support of IPOB so that they will not kill them. And then Mbazurike is dead. The same man you want to kill in Enugu. Oh, he's our loving man. Oh, maybe BIAFRA live on. Oh, una be idiot. Una no get sense. And to capital, some of those money they send across to me to buy things and arrange, as the representative, were the same bank account and the teller Darlington, idiot Darlington, was distributing everywhere. Hey, Judge ONYIBE exposed season 1. Pastor Jack now is a saboteur. Pastor Jack was part of the people who started this problem. There is a guy they call Oyindo Vito in Nasarawa. And then there is another Afari Beku man called Ubuago in Plateau State. They were the one that started the problem in the north. And then you come to the west. There is this my brother Ejiro. And then there is this Pastor Jack. And your national coordinator, Merere Tenere. He will not join IPOB till they pay house rent for him. When they finish using him, he will be dumped because it's business. Enebado, John Paul Maduabuchi and the rest went for evangelism. We saw him as a vibrant young man who could represent our people well as far as the agitation is concerned. We pleaded and convinced him to join the struggle. Finally, he joined. The next thing, he left his location and moved down to Lagos. The brothers, they welcomed him. That was when he was one family. And before you know, Pastor Jack was everywhere. How did he get everywhere? He started blackmailing all of us. This transmitter issue was the one that started it. In one group they call Hardcore Family. The people say they want to give money to Nnamdi Kanu. It should be about 1.5 million or so. I can't remember again, but it's on record. I now told them to hold on, let me talk to Nnamdi Kanu. I now told the idiot Okano, this hardcore group want to give you money. The reason I did not get involved with them, because the leader of hardcore group is a Nigerian man. Deep hardcore Nigerian man. In fact, he's in charge of a naval officer's mess in Anambra. And so such a man coming to support Biafra agitation, something is not right. And then Nnamdi Kanu say, okay, tell, what is this media guy name? Somtochukwu to collect the money. So I took Somtochukwu account and gave to them, and they paid that money to Somtochukwu. It didn't enter my hand. That is why when people give me money to do something, they begin to accuse me at the end of the day. I always tell them, I am just a means. I am a means of this transaction because I know better. Pastor Jack didn't know that it is Somtochukwu that collected the money. They thought it was me. They started making blackmail. Judge ONYIBE stole our money. He did transmitter. One of our brother who has later become idiot in India, in that forum, now cautioned Pastor Jack and ordered him to write an apology letter, which I still have the apology letter. That is because their blackmail did not work. Pastor Jack was blackmailing everybody. John Paul Maduabuchi, they start saying many things. And I couldn't believe what was coming from the mind of our people. And finally, they got what they want. I was expelled. Now that I've been expelled, they are being expelled after me. Chika Edoziem, we are waiting for your expel. If Nnamdi Kanu don't expel you, you will expel yourself. Don't worry. And now, lately, they are writing, Pastor Jack is taking police to go and kidnap IPOB member. All of you run for Pastor Jack. Pastor Jack, okay, foreign Charles Rabban, and then get Radio Biafra. That time with them blackmail us. Because just ONYIBE, just blackmail everybody. How can you lead such a holy movement with corrupt mind? And when they thought they have succeeded in expelling people like me, Pastor Jack started doing the role of Western rep. He was everywhere. They were traveling until only God knew what he went to do outside Lagos. He got accident, spent more than 6 months, if I'm not mistaken, in the hospital bed. Nobody asked of him. Then he dawned on him. Now he want to react. IPOB now media touts are now on him. He's working with DSL. He's kidnapping our people. He's doing this one. He's doing that one. Oyindo Victor, they promised him they will take him to India for surgical operation because he has a fractured bone. So he could betray me, blackmail me. And I'm not sure they've raised money to send him there. Ubuagu, I don't hear about their name. More this conspiracy from the north. They do it in Barrister Jofo office. I never get on our time. Let me leave it there. What I want you to know is when Chika Edoziem come to broadcast, listen very carefully. You will know the next Nnamdi Kanu move. Because Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is, has Android phone. He is in communication. When they tell you, he's a blood pressure, they deny him doctor. But he has his Android phone. Chika Edoziem hit on the point of agenda. When you see Chinasa Nworu talk, look at the name of people he mentioned. Look at the people around that person. One of them will go down. That is what they do. Simeon Ekpa, whatever he do, is targeted at one thing: fundraising. Today should be 110 days now. Biafra is coming. I sign off from here. I remain George ONYIBE. We'll keep you posted. We are Biafra watchmen. Anything that happens, we keep you posted. But in their life of life, they think they will stop this process they have initiated. They lie. These are criminals feeding on the blood of their people. Ritualists. I've not seen such a decayed individuals in my life until this time. Now I walk closer on the higher way. Through the darkest night, will you hold my hand? Jesus, guide my way. Oh, you dance with me and you mourn with me, for my heart of heart is bound to you. Though I walk through the valley slow, I will fear no evil. By the powerest of my soul, my heart will trust in you.